And so, with anxious attachment, there are a few specific red flags we want to look for. One of which is the all or nothing or very black and white type of thinking, right or wrong, good or bad. Sometimes in relationships, this could be seen as the love me or leave me. If you're not happy with me, then you must be unhappy with me. That kind of mindset. Okay. And these are more of thought patterns that flavor the rest of how we communicate or think in relationships. That whole dynamic, the give and take. Also, something we want to look for is anticipated abandonment and the assumption of rejection. So, if anything is perceived as rejecting, there's the fear of abandonment to go with it, right? Another thing that goes with anxious attachment is protest behavior. And I want you to think of protest behavior like acting out if you don't get your way, right? But it's not meant to be so retaliatory. It's more of an impulse that when there's a sense of rejection or threat for anything that smells or seems like it could be rejecting, the protest behavior will come out as a way as a form of defense mechanism, right? Now, protest behaviors are easily triggered by anything reminiscent of negative past lived experiences. They adopt distorted assumptions of how the world operates, and this can lead to anger as a maladaptive defense mechanism. So, in a relationship, if one person struggles with anxiety, and more in particular, anxious attachment, if anger comes up and you notice that's a pattern, think more along the lines of fear, right? Because anger is almost always driven by fear, especially with someone with anxiety. And trying to understand that this is just a defense mechanism that the person is using as a way to protect their own ego, self esteem, sense of security in the relationship, you'll be better equipped to address the fear as opposed to reacting to the anger. It's also a kind of muscle memory reaction. And so when you're thinking about protest behavior, defense mechanisms, oftentimes it's subconscious. It's a learned behavior in response to a perceived threat, okay? And so try to understand where it's coming from as opposed to blaming the person or situation, okay?